Hi, this is Jackie from ESLspeaking.org. Today I'm going to talk about when to use the passive voice. So don't use the passive voice all the time in writing or speaking. It's not a great way to speak or write in English. However, there are some very specific situations in which you might want to use the passive voice. I will talk about 6 of them. So the first case is if you don't know who did the action. For example, I was at work and I came back to my desk and the cake was eaten. I had cake on my desk, someone ate it, but I don't know who ate it. The second one is it doesn't matter who did the action. So for example, a solar plant will be built. It doesn't matter who will build it, somebody will build it, but it doesn't matter who it is. All right, the third one is if you don't want to give too much information about who did the action. For example, mistakes were made. Somebody made mistakes, but I don't want to name a specific person because maybe they will get in trouble, or I will get in trouble, or they will be mad at me. Another situation to use the passive voice is for a general truth. For example, rules were made to be broken. The next case to use the passive voice is to emphasize the thing that was acted upon, not the person who did the action. So for example, insulin was discovered in 1921. So maybe you're writing a research paper about insulin, but the paper is not about the person who invented it. That's a small part of it, but you're talking about insulin. So in this case, you could use the passive voice. The final situation to use the passive voice is for scientific papers or lab reports. So for example, the salt was dissolved. So it doesn't matter who dissolved the salt if you're talking in a scientific paper, only that the salt was dissolved by somebody. Okay, so those are the situations in which you might want to use the passive voice in speaking or writing. If you want to learn more English vocabulary and learn more about English, please be sure to check out my book, English Vocabulary Builder Workbook. I'll put the link down there for you, and please hit like, subscribe, and catch you next time. Bye, everybody.